Hi, I'm Andrew Arkey, Head of Communications for Steemit, the team that launched the Steem blockchain and Steemit.com. And today I want to talk about my personal vision for Steem. These are just my personal views, not the views of the Steemit team, though I do think that we are largely aligned in how we see the protocol and the ecosystem as a whole and what we're trying to build. And I also think that that's very in line with what the community envisions for Steem, because it has to be, because this is a decentralized platform that anyone can earn a stake in and anyone can be a part of and anyone can influence the direction of. So if we're not in line with the community, then it's not going to work, which is why I think my vision boils down to that word, community. My vision for Steem is that it's the most advanced technology for fostering communities on the internet. And an important part of that is feeding back into the real world and helping to build great communities in the real world. And what we pioneered with the Steem blockchain is a very simple, although it doesn't always seem like that, mechanism for distributing stake in a community. And that's really a really important part, because it's really hard to sustain communities. It takes a lot of work. People have to invest a lot of time and energy into it. And that's why no other community-centric platforms on the internet have really survived. Even Facebook, even though they have groups, that's not really what Facebook is all about. It's all about eyeballs. It's all about showing ads to as many people as possible. And I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with ads, but I think it's obvious that they and Twitter and Instagram haven't specifically solved the problem of fostering online communities, small groups of people coordinating their efforts, meeting one another. And I think the core of that is, because a lot of people say they're about community, right? But it always rings really shallow. And I think that's because what really drives us is creating a neutral platform that brings like-minded people together. I think that's what really propelled Steem's initial growth. And I think that taking that knowledge, taking those technologies and leveraging them for specific sub-communities is the future of Steem, which is why we're continuing work on our communities feature. And we'll hopefully have some exciting announcements about that in the future, because all the people that contribute the value to those communities need to have a stake in it. I think that's what it really comes down to, right? It's getting to have a stake in the technologies you help build. And I think that's at the core of what we're trying to do, and my vision for Steem is that we're pioneering a technology that distributes stake to everyone who adds value to a community, not just people who mine a cryptocurrency, not just the people who maintain the infrastructure. That's such a limited subgroup of people. That's such a centralized group of people. What drew me to Steem and what has kept me so involved and active and has justified me committing so much of my time and energy and sleepless nights to this project is that we're the only ones really refining a system for distributing stake in the underlying technology. And that's why it's actually verifiably true that our community members have influence over the direction of the technology, because they have a stake in it and they vote with that stake. They vote on the witnesses who maintain the infrastructure and who approve the upgrades to the protocol. And so I believe that everybody wants to have stake in the platforms they help build. And I think everybody should have the right to that, should have at least the opportunity to participate in that. I don't know who would turn down the opportunity to have stake in the technologies that they use and therefore add value to. And there is a cost to that stake. But that cost, the real heavy cost of that stake, is actually a responsibility to help make the platform better, to add value to the platform. And so if you want to be part of an online community, if you want to be part of a platform where you have no influence over where things go and just some Mark Zuckerberg just determines the product that you use and the direction of your product, then Steem and Steem applications are not for you. But if you want influence, if you want responsibility over the technologies that you use, then Steem is for you and Steem applications are for you. And so that's my vision for Steem. I want to give a shout out to the user LL Farms who came up with this exercise of saying what your vision is. I think exercises and not competition, challenges like this are vital to culture building, and actually building a healthy culture that people want to join is one of those scaling challenges that people never talk about. Because if you don't have a culture that people want to join, where the values of that culture are clearly expressed and resonate with people and makes them want to join, then the best technology in the world isn't going to provide any value, because any technology, the real value is delivered by the humans that use it. And so again, thank you to LL Farms, and I look forward to hearing about all of your visions for the Steem blockchain.